Welcome back to Fight Crypto. My name is Chase, level 1 CMT and full-time trader. Our altcoin of the day, we're going to look at FETCH.AI, FET. So let's get right to it. We're going to start off on the weekly chart, right? Get a big picture of what is going on. So we have our all-time high closes up here around 90 cents, right? That's our target if we continue up. Do I think that's likely in the near term? No. What we want to look at is flipping this yellow zone into a support level. That is what we want to monitor over the next couple of weeks. Even this week, right? We need to close a bullish candle, another one, right? Our most bullish candle of 2023. I would argue, even though that one got us out of this kind of breakout zone, this is a big close, right? That takes us higher than all of these previous closes. Now we need to see some follow-up. The last time we did that, right, our breakout here, we got a continued move higher, but it ended up being kind of a more bearish topping candle. So we want to be watching for that. You can see this previous higher high, right? This breakout higher high, but ended up selling off, right? So we need to not do that this time, right? What we want to look for is to flip this zone to support. So as a low around 45 cents, 45 to 48 cents, that's what we need to, flip to support. Previous kind of our top in March of 2022, right? And then we made a brief higher high and then sent it back lower. We made a brief higher high, and then sent it down lower. So we don't want to do that this time. We don't want to do that, and that's what we need to look at this week. So most importantly, do not close back below 45 cents. If we do, no big deal. It's okay, right? What we do need to do is hold this 8 EMA, right? This red line. So as we came back down here, right, we went way down to the EMA 14, came back up and buoyed, and still flipped this to resistance, right? You can see all these shots. 1, 2, 3, really 4 weeks. 4 out of the 5 next weeks, we spent battling this as resistance. So if we do this and come back down again, don't panic too much, right? We've made an epic rally. Just a handful, but less than a month ago, right about a month ago, we were at 20 cents. So Fetch has put on a pretty epic rally, from low to high, almost 200%. Even as of recording, we're up 150% from just the lows back in, early October. So nice move. It's not the biggest issue if we don't hold this. So don't panic if we do. What we do need to look at, right, is holding the EMA 8, right? We don't want to start closing back below it. That's when the real trouble can start to brew. Obviously, a lot of altcoins are going to be dependent on what Bitcoin does for the time being. It's not altcoin season. I don't expect a true alt season until roughly the first quarter of, probably late even first quarter of 2024, right? So we're looking at, probably February, March, kind of the end of this zone, right, in the yellow part here, right, to where we could potentially see that start. So what ideally we'd like to see out of Fetch, right? We don't want to just, melt to the upside, right? That wouldn't be healthy. So ideally what we'd like to see for the bulls is this move up and maybe like a rough hold of somewhere in this area, or the EMA 8, right, kind of curves off here and holds this zone. And then we start to build from there going into Q4 or Q1 2024, right? That's what we'd like to do. We want to flip this zone as support, right? Resistance, resistance. Hopefully this time, third time's the charm, and we hit support here, somewhere around the 45 cent level. But again, you want to be monitoring all these moving averages as they come up here. The 8 in the red, the 14 in the purple, right? We tried to do that last time. And, most importantly on the weekly chart is you want to watch the 21 EMA. So we've been unsuccessful holding that last time. If we break somehow, come down here, the EMA 21 is going to be our last stand. If we somehow do not hold that, then, prolonged downtrend maybe, right? Alts maybe not quite ready to go yet. So worst case scenario, I would see Fetch maybe coming back down to this green zone. That was kind of our breakout. Our consolidation, we got stuck below that. The red, I don't anticipate hitting that anymore. A lot of these alts are, taking off quickly. So your best bet is going to be to watch these higher moving averages on the weekly, the 8, the 14, and the 21. Not just for Fetch, for, any altcoins that you're looking at. First bet is 8. If that doesn't hold, right, if we close below it, right, your next bet is the 21. And we're at different times than we were here, right? This is a different zone. And I think that we might very well hold the EMA 21 worst case scenario. So watch that week over week, day over day, and we'll do an update on this in probably a couple of weeks. See what Fetch does. We'll see how the views on this video get. If a lot of people want to see Fetch and more of it, we'll cover more of it, right? And if you don't want to see Fetch anymore, that's fine. Let me know your requests down below. What we get most of, we'll do more videos of that going into the bull cycle. So Fetch is just one of my top kind of picks. We've been following that since the late summertime. I think July we started covering this on my Telegram channel when when the lows were kind of in. So if you want more up to date, what are my picks? What are we covering more? You want more content? Follow us on Patreon. You get access to a private Telegram group, or you can also choose the public Telegram group. So links down below. Happy to help out more there, but we're looking at our real breakout around 90 cents to the dollar area for Fetch. And I think that's likely to occur sometime early half, right? The first half of 2024 when the alt season really hits. So hopefully you found this helpful. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next of. And, if Fetch holds this, right, if Fetch holds 45, even goes a little bit higher, right? If Bitcoin soars bullish and we do something like this and then flip back and do a throwback to this level and then it holds and you see it start going again, yeah, probably game on at that point. But, a lot of ifs for the next couple of weeks. So watch altcoins here. And we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching this long if you have. Let's get our quote of the day. We choose our joys and sorrows long before we experience them. That's a great quote. Take it to heart. And our car of the day, McLaren 720S in Paris Blue. Great pick. Great spec. There's the side view. Good wheels on that one too. And let's do our back views of my races. I'm doing more running. So we got the rear here, right? McLaren 720S, the dual exhaust right out of the middle of the car. Epic. There we go. That's car of the day, quote of the day, coin of the day, all wrapped up in one nutshell. Fetch. That's it. I'll see you on the next one. Give me your requests.